close my eyes. I'm scared to open them.
Don't you swear at me, you...
Oh, shit. Man, OGs know that we always have that issue. Hi, guys. Wait, do I have hold on. Can I just play the same song? Welcome back. Listen, here for Nightmare Complex. That's right. It's Halloween every month. Where did my music go? Hello? Okay. You know, it's way smoother if there's like a creepy little song in the background playing while I'm doing the intro. But I barely do that anymore. Wait, does anyone remember OG True Crime Watchers? I haven't shown my intro in like a year, honestly. Oh, God. I love making intros. Those are so fun. Guys, you voted and we're back. It's another night of Nightmare Complex. Can I just say, I happy Black History Month to me and all black people and black people only. Guys, you voted last stream. It was a big race between True Crime and Nightmare Complex. If it's your first time here, Nightmare Complex is a horror show. It's very scary. I say this as the person that's done the show so many times, and I subjected myself to this. And you know what better way to celebrate Black History Month than making a black woman watch scary stuff? Today, what do we have? Guys, you know, I wanted to gauge you on this really quick. I thought about it. I didn't quite do it. But how do you guys feel about horror games in Nightmare Complex? Like, here's the thing. Boze, you look good today. Dude, I just popped a pimple 15 minutes ago, and I just got back from training and threw my makeup on so fast. Boze, blink twice if you're in danger. What if I just, like, didn't blink twice and I was just like, I'm in danger? Like, what are you gonna do? What's the and not saying that you can't do anything. It's not like a what are you gonna do moment. It's like, I'm curious, like, what's the plan if I were to blink twice? Somebody's a bitch element. I felt that. I felt that. I felt that as a that's hilarious. Reminder. We're doing a little bonus stream. One, because I need you to vote for me for the Streamer Awards. And two, because I'm gone on Monday. Sunday is my birthday. So I'm doing a little trip out with my friends in Vegas. We're doing a fun little Boze, do you like penguins? Let me get back to that. I'm doing a little sober Vegas trip with my friends. We're doing all of the dumbest things. We're doing battle bots. We're going to go to the buffet, the seafood buffet in particular. You already know what it is. And what else? Oh, yeah. And I hired the magician. So that's going to be you guys already know what I'm doing for my birthday. So I'm going to be doing that. But I was like, let's do a bonus stream. I let you guys vote, True Crime or Nightmare Complex, and Nightmare Complex takes it. So we got a couple things today. One, a little bit of analog horror, which it seems like you guys really liked from the... Hold on. Don't tell me. I know you know the name. I don't know the name. I'm going to try to guess. Okay. Mandala Effect, Mandala Complex, Mandela Diaries, Mandela... Oh... Chronicles, not that I'm not watching that one, but it's I maybe similar to that. I'm not sure. Hold on, Mandela catalog. I got it. I really didn't look. I wanted to figure it out. We're not watching Mandela Catalog, but apparently I have something that's a little similar to that. So we're going to give it a shot today. But one thing that we haven't done yet, this was actually, I think, a suggestion from the Discord. It's an animated, like, creepy thing, or it's like a creepy story, but it's animated. So it's not just like a creepy pasta that you read. It's like there's a thing. So we're going to start with that. And then we have some movie trailers coming up for 2024. Let's see what we're excited about. Let's see what actually looks good. And look, sometimes people just put together a good trailer, man. I swear. We'll watch some trailers. And then after that is what I believe to be everybody's favorite part, the horror movie shorts. There was a lot of suggestions in Discord. Some will have to go on the next time we do Nightmare Complex, but we grabbed a couple from there, and I got a lot of shorts today. So thank you everyone that contributed. Thank you everyone that already voted. Thank you everyone that already subbed. But let's roll into it. By the way, what time is it for everyone right now? I would like to know. And then we're going to attempt to bring back Spooky Boze. Look, I made it green in here today. I'm dedicated. Okay, let me see the times. 8 o'clock, 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Okay. Dude, this is a good time for scary shit, huh? 8 p.m. Oh, this is perfect. This is a good time. Now, before I do the first video, I have a question. Nightmare Complex veterans, of the horror shorts that we've seen together so far, which one sticks in your memory the most? It's okay if you say a name, or if you don't remember what the name is, wait for somebody else to say it in chat and you might remember, or just do the description. I have two that really stuck in my brain, and it was so weird because at the time I was like, oh, those were okay. But then later I was like, whoa. Okay, the Joker's always good. We love the Joker. The box is fun. The two that stick in my head are, one, Portrait of God. You guys, I remember Portrait of God. Like, I don't know what it was about that one. And maybe we'll do some revisits of them eventually for the people that haven't seen them. We're not going to revisit the doll today, but I will say that is such a fun one to bring in, like, new horror fans in on. The puppet, the doll one. Because that one's crazy. And the other one, I have... Okay, someone said, why do you have a picture of Kris Jenner in the background? Let me be clear. That is Candace DeLong, FBI criminal profiler, my idol, and the reason why I do true crime today. Thank you. But it is funny when you guys say Kris Jenner. The other one that stays in my head is, do you guys remember the dressing room one? Do you remember that one? Oh my God. And Finley. Fuck. This stream is so fun. I can't wait. Wait. 1 in the chat if you remember the dressing room one. 2 in the chat if you don't remember it. We are doing creepypasta, but God, the dressing room one is like 2 minutes long. If you guys don't remember it, we might... Look, that's a lot of 2s. Let's rewatch the dressing room one. In my defense, it's only 2 minutes long. And it's fun to start off with a little short, right? Let's see. Try horror short. This is my first Nightmare Complex Boze. I'm so glad you're here. It's super, dude, it's fun. Okay, also, I said this one was 2 minutes. It's not. It's 4 minutes. But let's just watch it. It's a good one. Oh my God, we have so many today I haven't seen at all. Oh, I can't wait. Wait, also, okay, to start, let's watch The Changing Room. This is a short horror film, only about 4 minutes long. We've seen it before, but a nice way to kick off the stream. This has over 3 million views in 1 year, which is quite an accomplishment for a horror short on YouTube, isn't it? Okay, let's do... Here she comes. You guys know who's coming. The scariest, spookiest woman in the world. Spooky Boze. We have to make it a little transparent. Oh, yeah. Norman, thank you so much for the 5. And if you gifted and I missed it, I'm so sorry. like some I can catch the notifications sometimes. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. Here we go. Wait, just to check. How is everything? Screen looks good. Chat's in a good spot. I'm in a good spot. Nice little transparency. 1 in chat if we're looking good. 2 in chat with comment if you have any adjustments, volume, anything. Just a thing to note, and if anyone says it in chat, there's usually not subtitles for a lot of these horror shorts. If it is there, I will turn it on. Okay, here we go. Happy first 2024 Nightmare Complex. You're not supposed to go in there, girl. Yeah, I just remember this one, but I don't remember why. Girl, I would have to go. I would have to go. Excuse me, sir. The mirror is not supposed to do this. It's definitely not supposed to do that. How close he is. I know he's so close. He's had so much time to move.
Please open the door. Please.
Girl, you about to look right at him. Oh, break the mirror. Yes. Dude, I don't want to look. Off to a nice start, everyone. Why do I do this show? Wait, can I just say? Wait, chat. Rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, not compared to big box horror movies. Give it like a out of a Nightmare Complex scale, you know? I like that one. I just have an affinity for it. It's like a good 7 or 8 for me. I also feel like that was people that were like, how do we play with like visual stuff in a small space? I think they did a great job. It's cool, right? Oh man. Also, can I just say, if you're new, I like horror movies. I like them, but I do get scared. So like when you're watching any of these with me, just know I'm not like oh yeah, I'm not scared of anything kind of person. Bitch, I'm scared. Okay? Just I am. And that's how it's going to be. Okay? Let's try this next one. Like I said, it's a Discord suggestion. It's called The Pine Creepers. It's a 12-minute animated horror story. So maybe I should have started there because I feel like there's just no way that the animated ones are going to scare me. Right? Famous last words. Hold on. Let me get... Where is my document? Have you seen Hereditary? Of course. It's in the intro. Don't you raise your voice at me, you little shit. I am your mother. Great scene. Sorry, just checking on some things here. 8 months. What, 8 months subbed together? Thank you. What is this? Vita Carnis. Living Meat research documentary. All right, we're going to start with this one.
Of 95. I'll never forget the summer of 95.
Ooh, I'm excited. Thanks,
I was
Lugs.
13 that year. A heat wave had set in, making it one of the hottest Julys on record. The house I grew up in on Lake Michigan didn't have air conditioning. Most of the time, that was fine. At night, a breeze would come in off the water, so just an open window was usually enough to cool things down and sleep pretty comfortably. But not that summer. That summer was different. Some of my friends and I had taken to camping outside to try and escape the heat. Jordy Baker, Augie McLean, and me. I don't know if it really made all that much difference. I think maybe we just liked being together. That made it easier to get through.
Yeah, I'm chilling. This is relaxing.
I can't remember the first day I met Jordy. We lived on the same street in our small town and we did everything together. He was my best friend.
I know, dude. This is...
It felt
Is this calming for anybody else? I'm enjoying this. This is great.
like it had always been that way. Augie was a quiet kid back
Yes,
then.
I'm transparent.
But you wouldn't know it when we were alone. So much so that his big mouth got us kicked out of my backyard. Dad had to be up at 5 for work, and he didn't exactly appreciate Augie's high-pitched laugh the same way Jordy and I did. There was a clearing in the pines behind Jordy's house where we used to hang out sometimes, so we decided to set up camp back there. An old, rusted-out Buick Century marked the spot. I always wondered whose car that used to be. Back before it became part of the woods, I mean. Thinking about it now, I'm not even really sure how it got out there through the trees in the first place. We'd cleaned out the broken glass and the cigarette butts left behind by the neighborhood teenagers.
Plug
We
said, I
made
feel a
fire
sharp
pit
turn
out of
coming.
one of the wheel rims Jordy managed to pry off. The mosquitoes out there were ruthless at sundown, and dry, prickly needles covered the ground in a thick blanket under the trees. The only thing I hated more than that feeling under my feet when I wasn't wearing any shoes was the crunching sound they made whenever I was. It wasn't all that cozy of a spot,
Thanks,
but
Beck.
at least it was private. A place far enough away from the rest of the world that we could stay up all night laughing and no one would care. Jordy had skimmed some beer from a case in the basement that his dad was working on. 4 bottles of lukewarm lager.
I gotta know. One in the chat if you're... Don't vote until I finish both options. Okay. One in the chat if you're like a horror person that can handle it all and like everything's great and you're like, oh, I understand that this is pretty chill and it's going to take a little turn. Can't wait for the turn. That's going to be fun. 2 in the chat if you're somebody that's like, oh yeah, this is way too fucking peaceful. At some point they're going to do something crazy and they're going to take a hard turn. I'm not getting comfortable at all. I'm somewhere between a 1 and a 2. I think that's it. I'm a 2. This is giving me anxiety. You're like, don't let your guard down. They're not going to get me. Okay, I'm somewhere between a 1 and a 2. I think we should all try to be a 1. But, you know, sorry. I'm doing the thing. I'm done. Let's watch the video.
Log basement that his dad was working on. 4 bottles of lukewarm lager to share between us.
What's happening? It's a horror stream.
Not exactly a blowout, but not enough that Mr. Baker would miss him either. I don't drink much beer these days, but even just the smell of it always brings me back to that night.
Two in secret? That's pretty funny. I turned it up a little bit.
The hours slipped past as we stoked the fire, talking about nothing in particular.
God, that's so funny. Somebody said the horror is just the anticipation of waiting for the horror. That's so true. For people with anxiety, my horror is knowing that something bad is coming, but not knowing what it is yet.
As we stoked the fire, talking about nothing in particular. That half a sip of beer must have gone right to Augie's head as he called it a night pretty early on without
he's
even
gone.
finishing 1 bottle. We didn't mind. More for us. At some point, Jordy brought up what happened to Pike Lister.
Thank you, Kawhi.
Pike was 2 grades ahead of me in school, and he'd probably failed a couple on top of that.
Oh.
He was big, and everybody was scared of him. On a Friday, that past November, Pike left school after his usual extra hour of detention to walk home.
Okay.
And that was the last time anybody saw him. The search lasted for weeks. They never found anything. Some people said he just took off, ran away from home. Others thought he might have drowned in the lake accidentally. Not Jordy, though. I listened quietly as he laid it all out. How his dad said it wasn't the first time something like this had happened around here. How back in the 70s, 4 people
Thanks,
disappeared without a trace. And how around that same time, locals had started seeing something in the woods that wrapped around our town.
The woods that we're
Pale
in right now?
creatures with large eyes and long limbs creeped around on all 4s. The pine creepers. That's what we called them anyway. Jordy figured that's what happened to Pike. The pine creepers must have got him. I laughed him off and eagerly changed the subject. We ended up burning a couple more sticks before letting the fire die and heading to bed. One of us could take the back of the Buick, and the other had to sleep in the tent with Augie. To call it a 2-man tent was being generous.
Okay.
I offered to bite the bullet, or at least that's what I let Jordy think. I'd never admit it at the time, but the truth is, all that talk about the creepers had me a little scared. Augie's snoring and spooning seemed like a fair price to pay if I didn't have to be alone outside. After all, if they could take Pike Lister, what chance did any of us have? I'm not sure what time it was when I woke up. It was still dark out, and I could hear rain coming down outside. For the first few minutes, I just laid there, listening to the steady sound of the drops against the tent.
Calming.
It wasn't long before I realized that beer had gone right through me, and I wasn't going to be able to hold it. I fumbled around until I found the lantern, and I made my way outside. The night air had cooled down a bit with the rain, which felt nice. The whole sky was clouded over, blocking out any light from the moon or the stars. My eyes finally started adjusting to the dark. That was when I noticed it. Something catching the light just beyond the edge of the clearing. A dim, reflective shine that flickered as I moved the lantern. It took me a second to realize what I was looking at. Eyes.
There they is.
Watching me. It was hard to see much of what those eyes belonged to. I knew what they were. Pine creepers. My pulse pounded in my ears
I know one of y'all would try to pet those. I know it.
as we stared each other down. I carefully started backing up, never once looking away. I wanted to turn and run so badly, but just kept slowly taking one step after another. I got back into the tent as quickly as I could without making much noise. Maybe if I was quiet enough, those things would move along. I thought about waking Augie, but didn't want him to freak out and draw attention to us. Seconds passed. Nothing. The rustling of the trees and the calm drone of the rain. Just as I started to think that maybe I'd overreacted, maybe my mind could be playing tricks on me, it started. That familiar, awful sound. The crunch of those needles.
Dude, saying a crunch is so creepy.
There was something moving around outside the tent. I did my best to hold my breath. The worst part of it all is I knew Jordy was out there, alone. I kept telling myself he wouldn't wake up. He was safer in the Buick. That I should stay still, stay quiet. I laid there, and I kept listening for what felt like forever. I was too scared to do anything else. I never woke up Augie. I never called out to Jordy. I never did anything.
It's okay, just leave a banana outside of the tent. Maybe they'll go away.
The hours passed, and I must have fallen asleep for a few minutes because the next thing I knew, the birds had suddenly started chirping, and even from inside the tent, I could tell it was getting light out. I gathered any bit of courage I had, threw the sleeping bag off, and gave Augie a shove. I climbed out of the tent first, but he wasn't far behind me.
Oh.
Part of me believed that the pine creepers were still out there,
Oh, there.
just waiting for me to slip up.
Okay.
When I saw the Buick, I got this awful feeling in the pit of my stomach. It was empty. Jordy was just gone. On the way back to his house, I kept telling myself, we'll find him there. He just got up early and he wanted the comfort of his own bed. He wasn't there.
That's so sad.
We waited around all day, but he never came home. By the evening, our whole town was in a frenzy looking for him. I never told anybody about what I saw that night. Not even Augie. nobody would believe me anyway. I've played it over and over in my head. I'll never forget the summer of '95.
Dude,
That was the year Jordy Baker went missing.
Dude. Oh. Little outro music there. Dude, that was so, like, soft and, like, it was scary. It was creepy. I liked that. I thought that was just, like, well done. You know? But I thought you farted. Oh my god. No, it was the title card. Wow, you thought I really just fucking went for it. Oh my god, you thought, dude,
That
you
was
thought
the
this
year
was me?
Jordy Baker went missing.
Hold on. That's hilarious. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Thank you for